First game of the day, game number 1, Z10 versus Gentlemen's. Now, Gentlemen's, I'm gonna open up the ULTRALIGA Leaguepedia, but I believe they're 1-1 right now.
Okay.
So yeah, they're actually 1-1. They played 2 games so far. They lost to Illuminar, and they beat Comil and Friends. So this is gonna be like today and tomorrow is gonna be the 2 games that are gonna separate the the table and hopefully push us a little bit more up on the on the actual ladder itself.
Yeah, and we are actually in Champion Select already, so let's see the bans. Okay, Shaina, do we see Urgot ban?
Yep. They don't want to play versus Urgot. They actually banned Trist as well, which and this is gonna be pretty fun. Talking about still Wukong, Talia, having a couple of really strong picks like Viego as well being pretty potent. And of course, I mean, I kind of want to see that Kai'Sa. I want to see that Vayne. I feel like VZZ, he likes that playstyle. So I'd like, VZZ to play maybe something like that because I really feel like he can carry games pretty hard playing those picks. And we saw even last season in ULTRALIGA Kai'Sa being picked by Harpoon and actually doing pretty well. I believe it was in the game against us.
I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah,
I do, because he was faker. Remember when we were talking about how like he was okay and then all of a sudden he was like insane of a player. Yeah, I remember that actually.
I can't remember, to be honest. But we can see Kog'Maw pick. Like we said, Shaina, Kog'Maw is so big in this patch, and I think it's pretty good to pick it. And also, if they don't pick Lulu, I think we can grab it as well. They will go for Victor, of course. Victor is, like we said, S tier at this patch, and I'm not sure if they're gonna pick as well Karma. Okay, I mean they picked Karma probably because they don't want us to pick Karma mid, or maybe they can play Karma top as well. So basically, Karma is like also one of the best picks. Okay, please.
Okay. Oh,
let's go!
okay.
Let's go!
We got,
okay, I'm happy now. Let's fucking
this
go.
is beautiful. I mean, hey, to be honest,
let's go.
Ebex's most practiced champion at this offseason is Annie. I mean, he played Annie
in Korea. Most played champion in Korea. I checked 69 or 70% on Annie in Korea. So yeah, nice. I mean, I think they were like, let's leave Annie open. We got like more important bans to do, and hopefully we didn't practice Annie in competitive. And I'm just curious that I'm curious how this will work, to be honest. How well this Annie will work.
I'm just thinking like, where is Karma gonna go? Because Karma, like,
maybe
she
top.
can go mid. She can. I mean, I guess she can't really go mid unless Victor goes top. But yeah, she can go top. She can go support. I feel like Annie is decent into Victor because you can burst him down before the gravity field stuns you. So I think it's okay. I'm just kind of worried if Victor keeps landing those lasers because he can just outrange the Annie. So I'm not really sure about the matchup. But I mean, Sevex picked it into Victor, so if anybody's gonna know, it's him. Right?
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, you're right. If he can just get near to Victor and just burst him, it's really good. But yeah, I think it will be a bit rough laning phase for Sevex before he get that level 6 and one-shot potential. But yeah, also, I'm wondering if Victor will go cleanse. If he doesn't go cleanse, I think he'll be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like
or maybe barrier.
Doesn't really matter as much like later on into the game because you have Lulu Kog'Maw. So in this situation, it's just like Annie is gonna be like annoying early on. He's gonna be getting some kills, but then as soon as the game goes like 30 minutes plus, I think it's just Kog'Maw show, and then Annie's just there to force a flash, force a summoner, maybe make somebody back off from the Kog'Maw, and then just Kog'Maw being there and I don't really want to say carrying alone, but just doing the most of the work. Actually, Graves got so. Can you like comment on that pick a little bit? Like, is Graves good now?
I mean, it's kind of okay. I mean, I think he picked it because we have a lot of AP damage and a lot of mixed damage because Kog'Maw is doing like half damage is AP, half damage is AD, and we don't have like heavy AD champ, and we can see that Trundle is jungle, and I don't know. I think the plan is to have like one more champ that can deal AD damage and carry the game as well, because yeah, as I said, we are like full AP. But I don't like, to be honest, on pick They had
Soraka
Trundle.
top.
They had Trundle. And we picked Ornn into it.
Soraka top.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, also we got Lulu. That's what I like with Kog'Maw. They didn't pick Lulu. They were like, okay, we'll leave Kog'Maw and Lulu open. But yeah, I'm confused that we picked Ornn actually, because yeah, like I said, Trundle can do a lot with that R, and we can see the votes here. We are like hard favored in this match, 84%, and they're like 16%. But yeah, interesting draft, to be honest. Interesting draft from both teams, and we shall see. I'm wondering how well Annie will work. That's, I think, the main thing we should watch.
And this is really strange. Like,
It's
I
strange.
think
Yeah.
them drafting Soraka top, that just doesn't make as much sense. And that's primarily because Ezreal is an AD carry. Like,
Yeah, you
I
don't
feel like
have-
into Ornn, just pick Gangplank, have like a hyper scaling top laner that can actually carry the game, because now you have two supports. You have Karma and Soraka, and Ezreal is your primary.
no.
I mean,
We are.
This
It's
literally-
Karma top maybe, and the Soraka bot,
we're gonna see because they.
because it makes more sense to be Karma top
Yes, he does.
than Soraka, to be honest.
But they locked in roles, and I'm pretty sure they
Really?
can swap that. Yeah,
I didn't see that. My bad.
Yeah. Soraka was in top lane. That's why I'm really confused, because I
What?
think Soraka is good if your AD carry is Kog'Maw, Kai'Sa, or Vayne, and then you play Soraka top, and then you have that hyper carry with double support that can't really lose. But now with Ezreal falling off a lot, even if it's Karma top and Soraka support, your only hope is Victor. Like, if Victor falls behind and he can't do enough damage, like you literally do not win because you have no damage to carry the game.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm confused as well. Karma is 10 times better on top than Soraka in this meta, so I'm really confused, to be honest. If they locked Soraka top, like you said, you have like Trundle jungle, Soraka can't snowball with that. You have, it's not like Kindred or something that can snowball. You have Ezreal, I mean, Ezreal be Ezreal when he gets 2 or 3 items, and you have Victor on mid. What will Soraka do on top? I don't know. I'm just confused, to be honest. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting draft,
I don't
to
know.
be honest.
Yeah, I just think their draft is really
Yeah,
weird.
I
Like,
can show us
not
this.
not talking about, I mean, it's of course our team playing versus another team, so I'm not saying it because of that. I just think objectively, like, their draft is super strange, and I think if Victor doesn't pull off, I don't know what, but again, it's really weird because in that situation, if you plan to maybe have your hyper carry mid lane, I think you should last pick your mid lane then. Like, you blind pick Victor, then you play around him, and then Sebby's got the counter matchup he wanted, so
30 seconds until
you're
minions
expecting Victor to
spawn.
hard carry the game, but then he got countered in a way by Sebix, or at least Sebix picked the matchup. So yeah, I think it's really strange. Interestingly enough, Sebix running TP and Predator, so gonna be probably running around the map quite a lot. Ariana running at that first strike on Victor. Pretty decent short trades, getting that laser and getting that extra gold and some additional damage, but yeah, I think Sebix can do a lot of damage on the sidelines. Like Soraka starting to... Ooh.
Yeah, it's Soraka top, actually. You're right.
Back off, but yeah, Soraka top with barrier. So yeah,
What? Why barrier? What?
it,
Why would you go
is
barrier
strange.
into Ornn? I mean, I'm now confused even more. What's happening?
I mean,
you're playing into
Mushkin
Ornn?
solo kill him, yeah, but
I don't know.
I still think Ornn, like with Spellbook, he can take Ignite and he's gonna have some kill pressure. Soraka Salt, of course, is gonna cleanse that Grievous Wounds, and then she can always just hit the Q, get wounds.
By the way, let's sync time. I'm like 142, 43, 44, 45, 46.
Sync.
Yeah, nice. Huge. I think the music, the sound is too loud. Just lower it a bit. Is it okay, guys? Can you confirm in chat? Yes, basically, in my opinion, we are outscaling hard, and we can see Ryu level 2 gank. This is really good. I didn't expect this, to be honest, and this worked very well.
I thought he's gonna leave it for Kog'Maw, but on second thought, it's gonna just
It's better in Grace, yeah.
yeah, I mean, Kog'Maw is gonna get like a dagger, and that's not really gonna change the game as much. And then Ryu getting an extra longsword, I think is gonna give him so much in this game. So, yeah, this is pretty
Korean
much
strat.
plays Mukyo bot lane. Yeah,
Korean strat.
Level 2
Just gank.
Cam bot lane. Hard cam bot. Hard cam bot. Always a way to... I mean, you're not really gonna cam Soraka. Maybe when Ornn hits 6.
Yeah, when he
then
hit
mid lane-
6, it's okay, yeah.
Mid lane is the same. I think when Annie hits 6, then you can just, you know, sit in that mid lane, try to force Victor, because Victor doesn't really have cleanse. So I think, you know, past 6, he's pretty much a free kill. And then Kog'Maw is also really good into Ezreal. One matchup I really like.
True.
Vayne and Kog'Maw, 2 AD carries that work pretty well into Ez, because as long as you're in the wave, you just can't beat him. And the longer the game goes on, because Ezreal tends to sometimes build tanky items, especially armor. Kog'Maw does mostly magic damage, so doesn't really have any issues against that. But yeah, I mean, this game so far looks pretty chill for us, honestly.
Yeah, I think basically we should just chill, farm, scale. Ryuzaki is ahead. He can just farm now, but they're taking his camp. They're doing what they should do, to be honest, with Soraka. Ryu knows. He just threw W. And he'll just clean wards. He lost like 2 camps, but he still got like 1 kill, so it's kinda okay. 2 camps for 1 kill, and he'll just go back and get some long swords and continue to farm, I guess.
Yeah, Sebex completely out of pots. As I talked about earlier, pre-6, I think it's really difficult to play into Victor just because, you know, he has that laser, he can just be super annoying. Orianna throwing that gravity field, completely draining himself of mana and kind of signaling he's gonna go back TP. Sebex, the same thing, so reset for both mid laners. Was so far farming quite well. He has a little bit of a CS lead that's gonna be probably taken back as soon as the wave crashes back into Soraka, but all in all, I mean, Ornn, I feel like Ornn and Gangplank are two like hard meta picks right now on the top side, just because, you know, you get that rescale, you know the game is gonna last, and you know you're gonna be doing what you need to do with those picks, right? So either master forging items or just GP placing 1 barrel killing 3 people. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens here as far as Moomage goes. He doesn't really care about anything, just sitting on top, AFK farming, and that's pretty much that. And I feel like right now our eye should be on Ryu. He got that kill, he got that momentum, serrated there for rush, which is a pretty powerful thing on Graves early on. And we're gonna see, you know, if he can maybe make a bigger advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard for you to gank any lane except mid after 6 or top after 6, but before level 6 it's really hard to gank anything. I mean, you can still try to gank mid because Victor is out of cleanse. I mean, he doesn't have cleanse, he got TP obviously, but still it's really hard to manage to get a kill before level 6, so I think he should just shield farm to 6. I mean, so his teammates gets level 6 mid and top, and then he should gank. Yeah, I mean, he can force Drake, that's fine as well, but Trundle is level 5 and I think they want to fight here.
Yeah, we're gonna see if they're gonna contest this. Trundle getting that Karma Shield, thinking about going in, but now they can poke him out. Sebex is level 5, he has that stun available, gonna go onto Trundle Ignite, and he's gonna get melted. Addison most likely just gonna arcane shift the wall, that's gonna be a free Drake for Z10. This was pretty confusing, my gentlemen. I feel like they weren't really sure what they want to do, and Trundle was just kind of walking left and right like a lost duck. And yeah, I mean, this was just strange, honestly.
Yeah, but
by gentlemen.
Yeah, that's true. They're like confused. They didn't know if they want to contest it or not. And also the good thing was that the Drake was Mountain Drake, and he does like really low damage. And it's good that we could just kite around it and wait for them to make mistake. And also we can see we got Sebex on Predator, and he can just run down with stun. He didn't even use flash for this, so it's really good.
Yeah, I think both Victor
you're lagging here?
and I mean, they were level 5 for sure, so also available, but Sebex still had stun, and the stream just lagged for a second, so we might have to
I think you lagged
again.
Yeah, you lagged. Your voice cracked.
Oh, okay, so it was a minute. Can you just tell me your time so you can sync up again,
52,
because my stream froze?
53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess my net just died for a moment, but
it's good now,
yeah, it's being worked on. But yeah, what I was saying, both mid laners level 5 at the dragon fight, which was still fine, because Annie, you know, she's always going to be the more explosive one, you know, throwing all that burst, trying to one-shot somebody. But if the fight tends to extend a little bit more, Victor is clearly going to have the advantage there, you know, with his ult dealing all that damage over time, and his cooldowns generally just being quite low. and the extra shielding he gets as well. So yeah, I think these kinds of fights are really good for us for now. But then I feel like the reason why I like this draft so much is because later on, it doesn't matter if the fights are fast or slow, because I feel like we win them regardless. Sure, Soraka's healing is gonna be annoying if the fight tends to extend, but you have Kog'Maw. I don't think Soraka can actually out-heal a fully, developed Kog'Maw with little tempo, with Rage Blade and everything. So I still think it's gonna be more than fine. And of course Ryu as well. That's actually one question for you, considering that the game kind of calmed down a bit. What do you think Graves should build this game? Like, what do you think is a good build on him right now?
I think Ryu, honestly, he can rush Eclipse or he can rush Umbra Glaive. But I think he'll go for Eclipse because he's the only AD damage and he wants that extra shield, extra lifesteal and everything. And maybe he'll go for second item Umbral, but I think he'll get Umbra Glaive as well. But I think Eclipse will be first item. After that, I mean, he needs to go for it's interesting, to be honest. I'm not kinda Graves player, but I think he doesn't need LDR this game. Maybe he'll go for Ghostblade for extra movement speed, but I'm not sure. We can see they're setting up a dive on bot, and we're respecting it, so it's kinda cool that we won't die. We'll just do some plates and farm. Victor is also rotating, but Annie can just go Predator and we can still fight here if we just manage to come on time. But yeah, this was really good because we just went back, we didn't give free kills or anything, and they also have Soraka ulti. We need to count on that. And what do you think that Soraka with tier? He wants to get that, what's the name of the item? My brain is lagging.
Archangels?
Yeah, Archangel. So yeah, I think that's the item he'll get, of course, because it got extra healing, I think, if I remember. And he'll go probably for that support you build with Moonstone.
Yeah, I mean, Archangel gives him like health on mana expenditure, so as he like throws spells, he's gonna heal himself. But
yeah.
or what it seems to me this game is that he's not even gonna upgrade it.
Yeah,
like I just think he's gonna stay up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Gaca top lane, but yeah, they're gonna dive him here. The barrier is gonna be off cooldown. He has ult, he has flash, but I think he knows that it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah. Almost dying from that turret there. The turret buff's doing quite a lot.
They can die,
the map, and oh my god, there was so much to see here. Kog'Maw, 2 basic attacks, maybe one more. The ult is not gonna connect. 1 more basic hits, but it's not gonna be enough now. Will they do re-dive? VZC gonna flash for that. He's gonna get one. Trundle is TC, but Lulu still has the ult, and he's gonna be more than fine here. VZC once more, but does not have the vision. That's gonna be 1 free kill. 1 more basic. That's gonna be 1 more kill. Voitush.
Oh my god!
You know, he's gonna survive. Voitush. Wow, I cannot believe he manages to clutch there. And if Trundle had Red Smite, he would have gotten the kill as ult. He's not gonna connect, but wow, I cannot believe what Voitush survived just now.
I mean, this was wonderful. They gritted so hard, and they're just not confident. We saw as well dashing out, going in, re-engaging, and I think that if I'm not sure, but I think that Lulu got level 6 in the middle of the fight, and they went chem, and Channel Flash was disgusting, and I'm not sure how Voitush survived there. He was just stuck in the wall, into the wall with Killer, but this was amazing, to be honest.
I kind of hope we're gonna see replay of this action, because that was really good. And wow, actually VZZ, he's going for Kraken. That's honestly really interesting. I mean, most Kog'Maws we saw like play Rage Blade into Hurricane into Titanic Hydra Iceborne.
Look at this, Voitush 5. And he got 6 after the kill.
He got 6, yeah, he got the ult in, and yeah, that was pretty much that. And VZ here developed full little tempo, and that's something that, when you have little on Kog'Maw, like we see here, he's doubly expired, but it doesn't matter, because he has like so much attack range from the little tempo, and then Voitush just chilling between the rock. He can't move, but he's alive, and that's, all that we need right here, VZZ.
Okay, voice is... Oh, okay, they made it like... Okay. Regia troll.
full on troll, but it's okay. We're gonna forgive them. It's 6-0 right now, gentlemen. They do have 1 Drake, but that's pretty much about that. So not much on them, and you can see total gold here. Actually, Momosh being quite high on the list, right?
Yeah, I mean, he just... I mean, it's kind of pretty insane that Soraka is like almost same CS on top, while Momosh is shoving the wave 24/7, and the Soraka is really hard to farm under the tower, but still, I'm not sure. They team comp is just... I mean, I don't know how well it can work, even if they group. Who will Soraka kill? Who will carry fights? Who will do damage? I'm just... They got like 3... I mean, 2 supports and Trundle is kind of support jungle as well. I'm not sure how well this will work. I'm really confused.
Yeah, let's see.
Even if they group, what they will do, basically. And like you said, like... Okay, they caught... yeah, he's done.
He's just dead. there's no moving there. You're not running cleanse to you're just gonna die. Ryu actually gonna take the fight to Trundle as well. Let's see if he can get enough damage here to kill him. Trundle is gonna ult. But he's not really gonna get that many defensive stats, and with the knock-up, Willow's Breath is gonna confirm the kill over the wall, and one more kill for Z10. Gentleman's gaming completely falling apart before the game even started, and yeah, we see the Umbral rush on Ryu, so he's gonna go for that vision. Now I love people doing that when they're ahead, just because it's really hard for Gentlemen to afford wards when they're behind. And then on top of that, now the little wards you have, they're just gonna get killed, and it's gonna snowball the game even harder. So I think, okay, VZZ just showing the wonderful Kog'Maw things, and I believe VZZ has like 1,000 gold in his inventory. I think he just finished stacking Kal as well. So yeah, I think you know, he has that Kraken, which again, to me, it's really weird. I'm sure there's a reason behind it, but
I know why.
It's something we rarely see. Yeah, go ahead.
It's because, like I said before the game, I mean, we got like AP Momosh. I mean, Momosh is doing like most AP damage. We got Sabex, who is doing a lot of AP. Lulu is doing AP damage, and we lack of AD damage, and he just went Kraken because of that. It's my opinion, because Graves is only pure AD champ, and they can just get some more MR, and you won't do that much damage. And Kraken Slayer, we know that's really broken now because of that true damage, and I think that's why he rushed it. I mean, normal way, like you said, it's better rate, but I think, but this game maybe it's better to go Kraken.
I'm thinking who can stack MR on their team. It's not like
No.
Soraka. I mean, Soraka can go Force on Nature, but like, sure, minus Trundle, yeah, nobody can actually effectively stack MR. Sure, Ezreal can go like maybe more, but it's gonna be a 4th item. Or something like that, so I still think it doesn't really make a difference. I think he's gonna do a lot of damage, no matter what. Having that Lulu in the backline, he's gonna be more than fine and more than enough to survive, so he doesn't even need to beef up in his build. But yeah, 8-0 so far, and Wojtusz not taking too much damage. Ryu just grabbing that completely free Herald, and do they just go top with the Herald? Maybe try to make a play. I mean, Ryu seems to at least want to be a little bit more patient with its Abex. Level 11 on that Danny, level 2 Tibers is gonna do quite a lot of damage, but as we see here, still not gonna go for that all-in. Bolty hovering over the bot side. In his level, he's lower level than Kog'Maw, and that's something you really do not want as a jungler, because I mean, it just so might happen that we see a rerun of that previous 2v3 action, because once Kog'Maw gets his little tempo with the Kraken, you're just gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, Trundle is constantly trying to play around bot, but there is no way. I mean, this game, what can he gank actually? He got Victor on mid. Okay, we can see the dive here. Momosh is connecting everything, and Victor is just that.
Not moving. He is just not moving. It's like perma CC. He just... he had no counterplay, and again, this is exactly what we're talking about, that you need to have cleanse. You simply have to. It's like seeing Sedge in the jungle. You know without that cleanse you're not going to be playing the game, and Victor, he's going for Hextech Ultrate. I think he needs to go Banshees. I honestly think he needs Banshees in this game, because it doesn't matter if you do damage when you can't click a button to do damage.
True, I mean, it's just confusing that they went for this team comp. Trundle can't gank at all. They got like non-winning condition in this game. I'm not sure what was the play around this draft. When you pick Trundle, you can gank Soraka, you can gank Victor, you can... I mean, the only lane that you can do anything is like bot, but it's really hard even to do anything on bot. We can see the VZZ damage is insane, and they'll just take bot tower and probably go back and chill. And it's really good for us because we can just chill. We outscaled, we got Ornn will upgrade items later on. We got Graves, who's scaling good, and he's scaling okay. I mean, Victor is scaling a bit more, but still, he can just flash Predator one-shot, and we also have Home of Lulu. We can just chill and win this game in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
without doing anything.
Yeah, literally, I think that just hit it spot on. Like, we don't need to do anything. It's just take it easy, get farm. Like, even trades are fine as well, because at this point we don't really get outscaled, so it doesn't really matter what they do. But still, if they're gonna overextend, Sebix is ready, turning on that Predator. TP coming in as well with that control ward, and Voitos rotating as well. This is gonna be a 5-man bot side. Trundle is gonna fall, Karma falls as well, and Ezreal is gonna be the last man standing, but not for long. That's gonna be 3 kills for Z10. Gentleman's completely helpless. Soraka just wandering around the top side of the river like a lost little goat, and Victor not doing anything either mid lane. They literally do not know what to do. Like, just looking at this game, it's not even like they don't even have a counterplay. They didn't even get a turret. And this should not be happening. Yeah, this should not be happening on this level. And we see Soraka gonna fall as well. Victor alone gonna flash over, but Ryu still has that Red Smite and flash, so he's gonna chase him down to the end of the world. Ryu, couple more basics here, should do the trick. The TP, or actually the Hex Gate is gonna come in, and it's gonna force him to back off. But I mean, it would be nice if this game ends with 0 deaths. It's gonna be hard, but I think that's where you stop chasing there.
Yeah. I think Ryu was just, let's go back, let's try to have a perfect game and win without anyone dying. That would be like really big stomp. I can't remember. I think we never seen the game with 0 deaths on ULTRALIGA.
Yeah, I don't remember it happening,
to be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happened here, but I mean,
Sebix almost died here.
5-man rotation, and Sebix with that. I mean, it was kind of a blind flash tibbers. He didn't have vision in the rush, but he knew they were in there, connecting a double stun, and I really kind of want to know what was the idea behind the Gentleman's Draft, because this is just questionable.
Yeah, guys, play any free LP. You can get Challenger even with any.
In Korea.
In Korea. Yeah, in Korea. But yeah. Next Drake is in 2 minutes. It's Hextech Drake. It's good for us. It's not some stupid Drake. It will help us a lot. And also the Herald. I think we should... Oh, Herald. Never mind. It's Baron. But yeah, I think we can just play around Baron, get vision. Like you said, Umbral Glaive is like really good item when you're snowballing. You can just get full vision, full control, and just play for pick. You got any. Just wait for someone to face check like this and kill him. And take objective. Or you can just wait for Drake 1 minute, chill, not play it. You don't need to force Baron. You're outscaling. You can just wait for Drake, get third Drake, get some towers, get some vision, enemy jungle, and wait for Soul.
Exactly, 13-0, 1 minute 10 seconds still. Hextech Drake and Sebix running down at Orianna again. He's gonna show that combo, deal some damage, back off so he doesn't die, and just let Ryu grab that kill. 14-0, and it's pretty much continuing here. Gentlemen's for the first time trying to make a counter push mid lane, but I think Ornn is just gonna clap him at this point. The Iron Forge God comes, he's not gonna connect, but now VZZ just stacking up the damage, and that's at Soraka. Like, she's not gonna do enough. VZZ just completely running into the entire team of Gentlemen's, and they cannot do anything about it. And yeah, this is gonna be Baron. Trundle is dead. Victor is dead. Victor has TP, but without Trundle to smite steal, I don't think this should be pretty much contested at all by the side of Gentlemen. And you see Baron here falling quite low. Kog'Maw with that Rage Blade and Kraken just melting the objective. They're trying to steal, they're trying to get a Karma Q or something over, but Ryu is just not gonna let that happen.
I mean, they don't even have a burst damage to steal the Baron. That's quite sad. I mean, this game is really possible to go without death. They don't have burst. They don't have anything that can surprise them. And if they just play it like carefully, they can just even win the game without dying. Drake is live. You can see the setup. Yeah, we are even using Portal to to go into their base. Okay, they'll take ground.
We're just kidding. We don't wanna die for O3 Victor. But yeah, so far so good. Dragon is gonna fold. He's gonna be the third one. Potentially waiting for the fourth. You didn't really see a chance to close, but with this Baron, I think they can much open up an inhibitor or two and keep on snowballing the game. Sabix, I feel like he did a decent amount this game. I like the Annie pick. I think you know, this time he was able to show us what we were hoping to see maybe last season, but this time in a little bit of more of a better light, and two turret is gonna fall. Victor chilling on that top side, but VZZ, and it's a matter of time before he presses his W, clicks Ezreal, and then Ezreal is gonna go to the fountain.
Sabix.
Much like the Soraka with the barrier as well, and the flash, throwing everything just to survive, but you should just get the turret and open up the inhibitor.
Yeah, just open inhibitor, go back. Or maybe they'll just try to finish, I'm not sure, but I would go back and chill, to be honest. It's still early in the game and Scar, okay, but we can see the engage from Mumush and they're trying to wipe out their team and they'll just go back. Okay, VZZ is just VZZ.
VZZ,
no!
Things over the Trundle pillar!
No!
Killed the perfect score, okay. Sadly.
Report.
Gentleman's getting one kill, X9, VZZ,
no.
of course. In this situation, the only thing he can do, but yeah, jokes aside, they wanted to finish. They went a little bit too ham. I understand how it is. You're playing Kog'Maw. You have 8-0. Yeah. You know, you're gonna be like, okay, I can do this. I can go ham. I can press my W and kill everybody. But yeah, still it's fine. They're just gonna go back. They are a lot stronger. They got one Nexus turret as well, so they can potentially just go down mid and try to end there. You know, if Sabix can land up a good ultimate, that should be enough to much close out the game. Much just TPing. They don't want to lose a turret. I really like how no matter how far ahead they are, they're still just making sure the gentlemen do not get anything at all. And Sabix, the flank Edison is gonna be in trouble as well. Ryu with so much damage, and Ezreal is gonna get completely deleted. And while Sabix here on the other side could not find anything, but Ryu with Serpent's Fang as well, doing so much damage to the Ezreal.
Yeah, I think it's really smart to buy Serpent's Fang into Karma, and also Victor. He has a shield on Q, so that was a good item in my opinion. His build is really good. Eclipse, he went for Umbral early, and of course now anti-shield item is really good. But yeah, I mean, it's really fun. I can't blame VZZ because it's really hard to have a game like this where you're like 3 items playing Kog'Maw, you have Lulu, and you have to have fun. So yeah, he died, but yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, we're gonna see what the plan is now, but pretty much, I mean, it's more of a question of like, where do they want to finish the game? Do they want to try to speed up the map and you know, maybe just make sure they thin out Gentlemen's, or they just want to go one lane dive and just completely win the game? I still think that right now this game is in such a good spot, and primarily because, as I said, you don't really get outscaled. Their draft is super questionable. I mean, Gentlemen's draft. And it doesn't matter if the game lasts a little bit longer. Momush is gonna ult, hitting 3 people. Flash coming in as well. The Tibbers is gonna do so much damage. It's gonna be one more kill of VZZ with that W, trying to melt the Trundle, melting everybody at the same time, because why not? VZZ just standing, being a turret, pretty much dealing the damage. Momush maybe thought he was dead, but manages to survive at this point. I don't even know the turret damage because keep getting killed over and over. The new turrets are pretty strong, but 120 till the soul, and actually Vinions doing so much damage to the turret. It's I think they can Gaca, they can just go mid, right, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they should just go Drake and go mid, in my opinion. Nexus Tower is on 40%. They are so much stronger. They have Flash soon on Annie. I mean, in 1 minute it will be up when they take the soul. So, in my opinion, just chill till the soul, get Dragon Soul, and go mid. It's 5. They don't need to go for bot, they don't need to wait for Baron. They should just... I mean, if they want to play it safe, they can just take Drake, Baron, finish, but... I don't know. I would just go for Drake, and then... Or maybe just go mid, and then... They can even fight here if they play this aggro. They're playing like 2 aggro. I mean, the ideal plan for Gentleman is to go Baron. And they go for Drake, but there is still gap, like 10 seconds, and they're trying to get that mid prio, but Ryu is not letting them, and we can see engage, and this will be the fight.
Yeah, we're gonna see the fight. Sabix coming in from the right side. Trundle should be a tank, but that is an information that Sebix did not receive this time. Umushu with the double knock-up, Sebix with the flash as well. Ezreal gonna fall down double kill for Kog'Maw and Z10 at this point. Just take the mid wave and the game. I think Gentlemen have had enough suffering. And I'm pretty sure Gentlemen as well just want this to be over. Sebix, he's gonna hunt down Soraka as well. Soraka flashing away, trying to survive, but Momosh is there as well, and he's gonna die. And I think this should be it. I think this should be game 23-1 complete domination by Z10. And honestly, this game not even close at any point of the match.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, this was a hard stomp, 23-1. I mean, I think this is like the biggest stomp of Zero Tenacity from last season to this season. This is like, this was so well played, without mistakes. So yeah, really good game. Overall, really good game. I'm happy to see this, to be honest.
That's actually, yeah, that was really good. We just got some information as well that VZZ is gonna give the Polish, or he's gonna give the interview on the Polish stream, and then Voiter is gonna come to our stream. So
oh, nice.
So I guess what we can do is we can listen to the VZZ interview as well.
True, we can.
When it starts, and then just talk to Wojtusz a little bit, just ask him a little bit about this game, maybe even the meta as well. Curious to see how he feels. He likes it.
And we can also flame VDZ that he does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's actually.
But yeah, next game is tomorrow at 5, guys. So same time as today. Who are we facing tomorrow?
I believe it's Common and Friends. I'm gonna double check.
It's Common. Yeah, it's Common. Yeah, it's Common. I forgot. Yeah, it's Common. I mean, it's really good start. I'm really happy that we are 2-1. We played first 2 games against like Agro and Wolves. They were like first 2 places last split. So I'm really happy that we won 1 game at least there, and this is going really well. I think we can aim for top 2 this split for sure. I think the players are playing better. They're here now for like maybe even 6 months together.
Yeah.
They played in Korea. They got some better synergy at this point. You can see the replays maybe here if we can just chill and watch that.
Yeah.
To be honest, before we see the interview.
Sure.
But I'm still like, I mean, Z10 played so well, but what was the idea for this draft? I'm so confused. It looks like they misclicked. I can't believe there was like no point at all to play this team comp, and also they played Soraka at top at end.
I think they might have had like a game in scrims that Soraka top went well in, but they had a different AD carry, and they just didn't really think it through that like Soraka sure breaks top lane, but a lot better when you actually have a hyper carry to carry the game.
Yeah, but they had no hyper carry at bot, no hyper carry in jungle. They had Trundle in jungle. If they had like Kindred or something, that would make sense, but this had no sense at all. This level 2 gank is really good.
Yeah, Ryu did so much work there, honestly. Like
we can see the graph, it's going up. And we can see the damage here as well. I think this is damage graph. Yeah, it's damage.
Yeah, damage to champions, yeah.
And Soraka Trundle did like less than Soraka. He couldn't gank any lane. I don't know, I'm just confused. But yeah, still, we take those. 3 win, let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know, I just feel like they got negated on every single side, and the early gank by Ryu as well in a lane that you wouldn't really expect a gank on, because who's gonna gank a Kog'Maw Lulu at level 2? They have nothing, they have no CC, they have literally nothing.
Okay.
VZ, the MP, even though we're never gonna forgive him dying here, but it's okay, it's fine. He did a good job. And yeah, he did a lot of work on the Kog'Maw, so hopefully we're gonna be seeing a lot more of that. And again, I just feel like this meta, I mean, I might be mistaken, but I just think it fits VZZ so well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Kog'Maw, know supportive stuff, but like, Kai'Sa as well.
Yeah. I think it's really good for us, this meta. I mean, it fits VZZ. Ryu played a lot of champs that fits the meta as well. He played a lot of Viego as well, and
Yeah.
we can see that he can play Graves really well. Also, Mumush is Gwen is permabanned or picked. He can play Ornn. It's Ornn meta as well. Not sure about Gangplank. We saw him on Gangplank, but I think Gangplank is not his best pick, but he can still play Gangplank as well. So yeah, basically I think this meta is really good for us. You're right. And the thing that it's really important that the meta is good for players and that the meta fits their picks. And I think this meta is really good for us, like you said.
Yeah, we're gonna see hopefully soon VZZ's interview. So we're gonna see what he has to say as well. But I mean, I guess like a lot of questions, both from the casters as well, should go away from this game because I just think this game. Because what do you even talk about in this game?
Yeah, but in ULTRALIGA interviews are like 10 minutes, so they'll find some questions for sure. I mean,
I don't know. It's this is just there's just like a super hard stomp everywhere. Like not at any point of the game would you think like, oh, I wonder if Gentlemen can win. Like they couldn't. And even if like, I mean, sure, before like at the very beginning, it's like okay, if Victor somehow gets like 5 kills 5 minutes in, sure, he can maybe. Other than like everybody just completely running it down into Victor, I don't think they had a Vincon. And I think today, one more really fun game for us and our viewers is gonna be the game at 8 o'clock. It's gonna be Comil and Friends versus Goskela. Because it's gonna tell us where Comil and Friends are at. And they're our next opponent. And you know, if you or rather if we manage to get that win, it's gonna push us to 3-1. And that's gonna be, you know, quite nice having like only one defeat, and that's gonna be to Agro Rogue. And you know, of course they're the favorites, but I think they can be beaten as well. I think they're a strong team, but I don't think they're, you know, completely unbeaten.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was first game, like Ryu said on interview. You weren't there, but he said like that we were trying to pick something else to just get touch on this patch and everything, and they kind of picked like, in my opinion, some random picks, and we can see the interview of VZZ now. So I will get a sound and we can listen.
Did you see that coming after you saw draft of your enemies of Gentleman's Gaming?
I mean, I think the game was, I didn't predict it to be this one-sided, but I was feeling pretty confident seeing the champions, and I knew that we're gonna have a good performance today at least.
Yeah, the performance was definitely good, and to say at least good, and it started at the very beginning after a successful Ryuzaki gank, and my friend Kasper has a specific question about that.
Yeah, hi VZ, first of all. I wanted to ask you because this situation was like, as an ex-coach, I was expecting that to happen, but I wanted to ask you about the specific calls. Like, how did it happen? Was it Ryuzaki who said they are actually doing the vision on our red buff? Are we going to like counter it by any means, or how did this exactly happen in your voice comms?
We knew that Ezreal Karma is usually a lane that likes to play pretty aggressive, and we just knew that if they don't see Graves on ward, they're gonna play the lane normally, which is pretty far forward, and it just, you know, it's if they walk up, they're free kills, so it just it was a lot simpler.
And my second question was also about the current meta situation. What is your read on the current meta? Because it's quite different. You didn't have a lot of time to prepare because we were like jumping from the patch to another patch. So are you feeling confident in this meta? Because it looks like you do actually.
Well, obviously, without giving too much details, I would say that in general, champions that rely on burst a lot more are worse, but there are still Sebek Sinies. So, I mean, if a player is this good on a champ, we can always make it work no matter the meta. But yeah, I think we have a pretty decent read on the meta. I am not sure if we have really figured out everything yet. We'll still need to see what happens tomorrow and the week after, I guess. But I'm still feeling pretty confident that we know which champs are good and which are not.
Yeah, because I guess the hyper carries are finally back at the bot lane as we've seen your Kog'Maw. And I wanted to ask you about this specific build that you've made. We've seen Kog'Maws yesterday in NLC, in LVP, also seen in LCO Australian League. And I'm pretty curious about your build because you didn't opt for a Ginso and Hurricane and maybe the Titanic Hydra. You went straight for the Mythic item and then Ginso and then obviously the I would say Blade of the Ruined King, probably. I don't remember exactly. So where does this build come from? Is it because you had Ornn on top lane, so you wanted to rush Mythic to get a juicy upgrade on Kraken Slayer, or what was your thought process when building Kog'Maw in this match?
Well, I saw a lot of like Kog'Maw builds, and honestly, it feels like whatever you build on this champ, you're gonna do a lot of damage. But I asked my coaching staff what they think about Kog'Maw builds, and we came to conclusion that this build feels like offers the most amount of damage because Kraken Slayer does most out of any AD mythic, and you go Rage Blade second to have like attack speed and obviously proc on hit on your W, and after that it's really situational. But these two items give you the most damage, I feel like. And if you have a Lulu next to you and you play well, it's kind of hard to die anyway. So going for the most damage seems like the best choice in this case.
And weren't you really uncertain about Kog'Maw picking in this match because Gentleman's Gaming, they kind of opted for heavy outrange with Victor, with Ezreal, with Karma, so a lot of disengage with also Trundle's Pillar and Soraka to heal all the wounds. Did it come to your mind at 1 second at this match when you've seen the draft that, okay, maybe I won't be actually been able to deal any damage to them? Was it a thought, or you just was totally sure that you're gonna stomp the bot lane, you will just progress out of it, and you're gonna be so ahead that it won't even matter that the outrange is there?
I mean, I definitely didn't think we would be this ahead. It obviously made the game a lot easier. But I think they had good approach to dealing with Kog'Maw. But also having hard engage against these champions helps a lot. I think if the game was like even in GOAT, it would be maybe not the easiest for us, but we would still have tools to like one-shot their backline. And if the fight starts and I'm able to hit one target, I melt them. So I don't think it would be like that hard to win still, even if we didn't have that big of a lead.
Thank you for those answers, VCZ, but unfortunately we're running out of airtime. But there's still always time for greetings, so greet anyone you want, even if your native language if you want.
I want to say thank you to all the fans that are cheering for us, everyone on the Z10 channel that is also streaming these games. I want to thank my family that is always watching my games and supporting me. I want to thank my friends as well, and my team. Everyone is playing really well, I think, and I'm really confident in everyone putting on a good performance. Our coaching staff as well has been doing a really good job. Obviously, with a patch so big, we need like good preparation to know what's good and what's not, and I feel like they did a really good job on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And we would like to thank you, VCZ, and your team, and of course wish you good luck during your next games. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Okay.
Panowie, dowiedzieliśmy.
Nice. I told you to be a long interview, and they said we're running out of time. They had more questions.
Yeah, I think the next game is supposed to start in like 7 minutes with them. So
Yeah, they need to.
they're pretty tight on schedule. But yeah, hopefully Wojtusz can join. But I think we're only gonna have a couple questions for him as well. We heard most of the things here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot him a few questions. Maybe if you guys from the chat have any questions, you can also ask away, and then we can ask him when he comes. But yeah, all in all, pretty relaxed game, pretty chill game. Pretty much a one-sided stomp. Hopefully, we're seeing that tomorrow as well. And yeah, once again, I will repeat this maybe twice more. But tomorrow at 5 o'clock, it's gonna be the next game versus Comel and Friends. So we're gonna see what's going on. Zorpas is trolling.
We can also take some questions from chat. I mean, we also heard about the Kraken Slayer as well. That was a good question by them.
I didn't expect the answer. VZ is like, does more damage, me like damage. Hit enemies.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it works.
It works, yeah. Don't change it.
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot to share ULTRALIGA.
I mean, like Instagram?
Yeah.
You were busy being a designer. It's okay.
Hello.
Hello. Oh,
there we go.
Wojtusz, give me a second to fix the cam on stream. Okay, I forgot how to do. Give a second. It was a long time ago. Okay, I think it's this. It's this. It's this. Okay. Gaca?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, I did it. Nice.
You good?
Yes, very good.
Beautiful. Wojtusz, first of all, congrats. This was one of the most one-sided games we've seen in ULTRALIGA, so that was quite beautiful to watch. VZ made us a little bit sad by dying in the end, but it's okay. We're gonna forgive him. But yeah, first of all, how do you feel? I mean, of course, VZ got asked the same thing, but I'm kind of curious. Did you expect you guys to like stomp this hard, or did you think it's gonna be a little bit more of a troublesome game?
I mean, of course, we didn't think that it will be that stomp, but we had I think better scaling, and it was on their side to put pressure on us early on, especially on bot. So we just let them kind of after the level 2 gank. But they failed it, and then the game collapsed for them instantly. They had no win condition after the dive, I feel like.
Thank you. So there's one more thing regarding their draft that I'm really curious about. What was the idea behind it? I mean, they had the Soraka top lane, which was kind of confusing to us considering that they didn't really have a hyper carry next to Victor. So their only win con pretty much early on was Victor getting 3 kills at 3 minutes. Else they just don't really have enough damage because both Soraka and the Karma supporting an Ezreal, and then Trundle as well is not really gonna do all that much. So did you see something that we didn't on the desk? Did you see what were they trying to do with the draft they had?
Everything besides Soraka I think made really big sense. Ezreal Karma had a good matchup on bot, was outranging us in a sense, and Victor is also just good scaling champ with a range. Trundle I would maybe think that something with better engage would be better, but yeah. And Soraka, no, I don't think it was a good pick for them overall, but I think they had just no idea how to counter pick on, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. No one is playing Soraka top right now, so it was just weird.
Yeah, agreed. It was a pretty strange pick. And now, my last question, and then Gaca is going to take over as well. I just wanted to ask you about the meta in the bot lane. VZ as a player that is known to like playing those hyper carries, and then you known for your really wide champion pool as well. How do you guys feel about the meta in the bot lane? Are we going to be seeing more Kai'Sa, more Vayne, more Kog'Maw, more picks like that? Or do you think that at some point the meta is going to stabilize and maybe even shift back to those? I kind of want to see cheese picks, but we've seen a lot of Sett Seraphine and stuff like that on the bot side as well. So how do you expect the bot lane meta to develop in the next couple of weeks?
I think on this patch it's still hyper carry meta. I mean, you can play Seraphine on bot as AD, but then you need Tristan or mid or hyper carry or on other lane or Kindred, something like that. But yeah, you need Kraken, Slayer, Abuser. And what you play on bot is basically Kog'Maw, Jinx, and Enchanters. I don't think Samira or Lucian are good this patch.
What about Kai'Sa?
Kai'Sa, I don't think she's good since Jinx and Kog'Maw has really good matchups into it, so she will just suffer on lane. The good IDs are in meta that counter her.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. So we're gonna see if Gaca has any more questions.
Okay. Okay. My first question is: do you think? I mean, they asked this question to VZZ, but do you think that this meta is better for you and the team than the last patch, or I mean the last meta and last split?
I mean, it was one game. On screens we are doing well, but let's not jinx it. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But so far, I like those changes. I think the rest of the team also do like it. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like it's working really well for you guys. And also we have a question from the chat from Maki Javo. How did you like Korean? I don't mean solo queue, but the place.
I mean, it was insane, like insane culture, good food, and yeah, I tried a lot of stuff here and I enjoy it. I think there's gonna be a vlogs from that on the Z10 channel soon as well.
Yeah, we heard about it. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. It was pretty clean game, and I don't have any more questions.
Yeah.
So
See ya guys
congrats.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hope.
Tomorrow.
Oh, actually,
no,
it's not winners interview, so for sure see tomorrow.
Okay, see you on the interview, and we see you at Friday. We'll come over to Gaming House.
See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for the interview.
See you.
Bye bye.
Oh.
That's pretty nice. Very
Yeah.
chill as usual. And
Report Gaca. Okay. Okay. I ask your
correct.
question and you're cursing me. Okay. Neće. Oh, we forgot to ask Jackie question. No!
it's okay. We can just ask tomorrow. It's fine. Okay, saved.
I will set up
Saved.
the note.
Ask the question. We're gonna ask tomorrow.
Not
Tomorrow,
like
we're-
this.
We just need to like stomp Komil and friends. We're gonna be seeing them today as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
on the Polish stream, and we just stomp them, and then we can just ask them.
Yeah, Jackie should
is-
write us the question in a private, and we won't forget.
Well, anyway, guys, I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed this game because we sure did. It was a beautiful thing to watch. So hopefully tomorrow at 5, same time, same place. Hopefully same score for us as well. So yeah, as usual, if you did not, make sure you follow. Me and Gaca are gonna be streaming later today on Trovo, and yeah, we're gonna be seeing you guys a little bit later. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.
But we got sticks for real. We looking out for the opposition. We don't do this for mass appeal. Don't make me blast it still. I put in work, no fly to mirror. They want me to lose, but I can't. Mama, shut like a